Hello, fellow movie buffs. Sorry it's been so long since the last update. I mean, it's literally been months and months. But it just seems like life is just so busy, especially now. But because it's been so long, this is quite a DVD and Blu-ray update. So all sorts of different stuff. We'll start off here. This is probably one of my most prized possessions I got right now. 1988 film Remote Control. Director Jeff Lieberman found out on his Facebook page was going to release this independently in the limited edition to Blu-rays and DVDs, 1,000 apiece. I actually splurged and got the Blu-ray, and it's signed by the director. And these are factory pressed DVDs and Blu-rays, so it is a little pricey, anywhere up to about $30 a piece. But I remember asking him on his Facebook page about 3 years ago if there was any plans of Lionsgate to release his film Remote Control, and he said not to his knowledge. And here we are 3 years later, and he released it independently. So there you go. You can see number 86 of 1,000, and the Blu-ray is amazing. So if you can, support him and go buy this off his website. Let's see. We got a Wild East disc here, The Tramplers. This is actually, I just got done watching this, not a bad spaghetti western. Let's see, we'll go into some more cult stuff. Code Red. Let's see, just got this from Code Red, a double feature of possession films, The Possessed, aka Help Me, I'm Possessed, and Demon Witch Child, Spanish horror exorcist ripoff from Armando de Osario, the director of the Blind Dead films. Excellent double feature here. That's a really trashy exploitation or drive-in type of film, and so, but for horror cult fans, that's a must. Another Code Red release I bought off their website. The Vampire's Night Orgy and Dr. Jekyll vs. the Werewolf, both Spanish horror films from Leon Klimovsky. Vampire's Night Orgy, they recently, a private collector let Code Red use their 35mm negative for the DVD transfer, so that came out looking really good. And of course that's one of the many entries into Paul Naschy's Werewolf series. I forget how many entries there are. There are a ton of them. Technically it's the 6th, but the second film was never released in the series, so this is the 5th. It gets confusing. But I have some more entries I've got. Let's see, we'll go over here. Got the first entry into Paul Naschy's Werewolf series, Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. Confusing title. There's a long story behind it. You can go look that up, why the American release is called Frankenstein's Bloody Terror, even though there's no Frankenstein in it. But that's the first entry, and this is the Shriek Show release. Got Werewolf Shadow. This is the old Anchor Bay release here. Picked that up on eBay. I forget which, if that's, I believe, the 4th or 5th entry in the series. And then another entry in the series, Curse of the Devil. I even picked up a Blu-ray with another entry into the Werewolf, in Paul Naschy's Werewolf series, Night of the Werewolf and Vengeance of the Zombies there. Code Red, another Code Red release here, an exploitation cinema double feature. I guess I was in a Paul Naschy mood here because it comes with Cemetery Girls, aka Count Dracula's Great Love, and Vampire Hookers. Nice cheesy Filipino made drive-in film from the 70s. I really enjoyed that double feature. And a Code Red DVD I've been meaning to get for a while, Brute Core. Nice 70s exploitation film there, very excellent, and an excellent transfer to top it off. Let's see, just recently got these Italian films here. Grand Slam from Blue Underground. I used to own this on DVD years and years ago. Sold it for medical reasons. Glad to get that back. Same director here, Machine Gun McCain, starring John Cassavetes. So haven't watched this film yet, so looking forward to that. Let's see, a couple of Scorpion releasing films. Their re-release of The Incubus. I missed out on the Elite DVD release, so I'm glad to see this released again. This movie gets kind of a bad rap, but I was actually really impressed with it. It's got a lot of flaws too, but John Cassavetes in it, does a great job. I thought that was a pretty damn good horror movie. Scorpion releasings of Alley Cat, part of their Katerina's Cat Scratch cinema line. Really trashy, sleazy 80s cult film here. Kind of in the mold of Angel and Savage Streets, but not near as good as either one, but still, I was glad I picked that up. Let's see, got Deadly Blessing from Shout Factory, the long-awaited quote-unquote lost film of Wes Craven, kind of his transition from his early brutal offerings like The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, and between his supernatural offerings like Shocker and A Nightmare on Elm Street. So I'm glad to finally get that. To go along with my Godzilla collection here, got an old Japanese science fiction film, Atrigan. This is the Shriek Show release, or excuse Media Blaster Shriek Show Tokyo Shock release, and of course, typical with Media Blaster DVDs, my disc came pre-cracked in the center. It's just flipping. If they didn't carry so many damn movies I wanted, I would just give up on that company because I just have so many problems with their discs. Let's see. Recently went to visit my brother in Salt Lake City and went to an FYE, and I miss those stores. I actually miss going into stores and actually buying discs. Seems like everything I want I have to order online anymore. So I got this old Elite Entertainment box set, Aussie Horror Collection. I already owned Patrick in it, but I needed Thirst and Strange Behavior, and this was on sale for $10, so I couldn't pass it up. And most of these have been re-released by, all three have been re-released by Synapse Films, but for the price, you just couldn't go wrong with this set, and I needed quite a few of those in there. Let's see, here's a Hong Kong film, Chow Yun Fat, Ringo Lam, Full Contact. My brother bought this for me. Let's see, while at FYE, picked up Jama Fanaka's Penitentiary and Penitentiary 2. I used to own Penitentiary 3 on VHS, never saw the first two films. I owned the third one years ago on VHS, and it's just one of the craziest prison films you'll ever see, and I'm dying for that one to come to DVD, but finally decided to pick up the first two films. Let's see, my brother got me The Legend 2. He bought this for himself and just ended up giving it to me. Since Dragon Dynasty, I doubt we'll get around to ever re-releasing this. We got Super Cop 2, the hilarious title, even though it's Super Cop. The first Super Cop is technically the third entry into a franchise, and this is a spin-off from it, but it got released in America as Super Cop 2, so the title's kind of ridiculous here. Let's see, got a couple Full Moon films here, Oblivion, and its sequel, Backlash, Oblivion 2. Oh, and I forgot, I also picked up Puppet Master 10, the newest Full Moon. I left that on the DVD shelf, but yeah, I finally got around to completing my Puppet Master franchise, beginning that. Now moving to the more mainstream films here. I got Dread. This is like RoboCop meets Die Hard. This is the version of Judge Dredd everyone wanted, and it's still bombed. But man, I fucking love this movie. Oh, Skyfall, wonderful James Bond film, got to round out my collection. Death Wish 3, enjoyable direct-to-video sequel for what it is. It entertains. Let's see, Sinister, interesting new horror film. The awful Silent Hill Revelation, the long-awaited sequel that blew ass. Let's see, got a couple movies. Big Lots, you can always get great movies for like $3 at Big Lots. Got Shakedown, James Glickenhaus film there. I've never seen that. Let's see, The Border with Jack Nicholson, never seen it, always wanted to. Heard Jack Nicholson's just amazing in this film. Picked up a film from my childhood, Rapid Fire, with Brandon Lee. Let's see, got this bought for me, the Red Dawn remake. I grew up with the original, so it was kind of interesting to see what they could do with the remake of it. The Innkeepers and Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning. It's technically the 6th entry in the franchise, but it's also considered the 4th entry because 2 of the entries were made for cable crap. No matter, I'm really torn about this film. It's fucking uber violent, super violent, yet it doesn't really feel like a Universal Soldier film that you would expect. So I'm curious what people thought of this. I'm torn about it, and it seems like other people are too. So that's a quick DVD Blu-ray update. Sorry for the lack of updates, but you know how it goes. Life just gets busy. So we'll talk to you later. Hopefully I won't wait so long between updates now. Peace out.